Sex bomb, you really know how to turn me on. Hey, Scorpio Rising, it's August 20th, or actually it's August 25th, but Mars on the 20th of August, 2022, entered into Gemini for the Vedic sidereal astrology. Now, if you watch tropical astrology, you know I believe you need to pay attention to both, because even if your personality is more tropical, when it comes to predictions, you better pay attention to the Vedic as well. So looking at the prediction of the sex life of a Scorpio riser for the next 7 months. Sex bomb, we're gonna really get it on. All right, so wow, get ready to sizzle. Get ready to really get things heated up. Mars is in Gemini. And for all Scorpio risers, Gemini is in our 8th house and whole house astrology. What does this mean? This means there can be great energy, because Mars is energy, Mars is passion. And what's one of the things that the 8th house covers? Sexuality. Your passion for sexual chemistry, intimacy, lust, whatever you want to talk about it, that physical sensation of two bodies coming together, 3 bodies, 4 bodies, I don't know. But your body is getting ready to become, can I say horny on YouTube? I don't know. But let's just say the hormones are raging. Remember what it was like to be a teenager? Now some of you are like, oh no. And I find this interesting because not all Scorpio risers are sex fiends. You know, I know a lot of you Scorpio risers, yes, you're known for what? The sign of sexuality. But there are plenty Scorpio risers who are celibate. There are plenty of Scorpio risers who have other things going in their chart that doesn't really make them as comfortable in their sexuality. Mars going into the 8th house of our sex life says it's time for a transformation. 8th house rules transformation. We can see that this is a time where sex can literally transform your life in the next 7 months. The next 7 months, you can open up that second chakra, those bottom chakras that bring energy, creativity, right? What's sex? Sex is procreation, right? We bring life. Well, even if you're not having a baby, when you get in that sexual vibe, that heated up vibe, that the pulse racing vibe, the heart thumping vibe, that creates energy that you can release into creating whatever it is you want to create in your life. A lot of people, what do? They channel the sexual energy into other pursuits. So it's a very raw, primal, powerful energy. And so even if you're one of those Scorpio risers who has been celibate for years, you might be ready to see that things are getting ready to change in the bedroom. Even if you're like, no, that's not me. Yes, because some of you need to turn the sex engine on, especially if you got Saturn in the 8th house, if you got other Saturn aspecting your Venus, other things, Chiron in the 8th, Chiron touching, other sexual points in your chart. You can be very repressed in your sexuality. It's time to heal sexual energy, taking the next 7 months to go into your subconscious mind and see what's blocking you from the enjoyment of sex, from the physical sensation of it. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of people that have been wounded in their sexuality through molestation, rape, you name it. And Mars is saying, we got to heal that sex, because Mars is where our passion is. And now it's in the house of healing sexual subconscious thoughts. So what has been holding you back from enjoying your sex life? We can see a radical shift taking place in healing the intimate part of your life. So some of you are like, I haven't enjoyed sex, and some of you are like, I'm not missing nothing, but you may be missing something very powerful about a human interactions that sex can bring. Sex can be very healing if it's done right. And Scorpio likes committed relationships. Scorpio likes, everyone thinks that Scorpio's a hoe. We have a lot of you have high sex drive, but Scorpio's the most committed sign, one of the most committed signs. Yes, I know there's betrayal out there, and there's other things in the chart that can say, hey, you're not to be trusted. But for many of you Scorpio risers, sex is a very spiritual, very sacred thing, and that's why we're not out there humping everything that walks. But some of you are so repressed that your life is needing radical changes, and it's going to start in the bedroom. Pleasing yourself, pleasure, feeling comfortable in pleasure. Now, let me just give you a little insight. Many of you know that I was a minister. I'm still a minister, still minister, counsel on a daily basis. I do I'm the birthday coach, so I'm doing a lot of coaching calls with people all over the world, counseling them off of their astrology chart. But before that, I was that far right because I was raised far right. Very I don't want to say spiritual, very religious environment that frowned very much on any kind of sex, right? Sex was just for procreation and definitely just between one man and one woman in a married situation, which, for those that don't know, I am I don't know, do we label ourselves? But let's just say that I'm not hitting for the female team right now. I'm in a committed homosexual relationship. And this homo had a lot of repression about sexuality, a lot of guilt, a lot of shame, a lot of self-hatred, all done in the name of God. And so I brought a lot of healing to my life when in my solar return, Mars entered into my 8th house. When Mars entered in my 8th house in the solar return, the door blew off the hinges. My sex life was like something off of a romance novel, something that steamy and hot. Maybe it could have been X-rated. I was having, God knows, phenomenal. You wouldn't believe it. If I told you the stories of the hookups that I had, you'd be like, oh my God. But little did I know that I needed to release that sexual energy because it did healing for my self-esteem. It did healing for my spirituality. It did healing for my career. It did healing for my body. Now I'm in a committed relationship and enjoying that experience of being in a partnership with someone I care about very deeply. I told this person, though, I do not believe that I would be in this committed relationship if I didn't first have a little bit of that wild experience of just raw, passionate sex, enjoying my body, enjoying sex without any hang-ups, without any shoulda, coulda, woulda, none of that. And, some of you Scorpio risers are a little bit different. Some of you are, sex, even though some are very celibate, some of you are very sexual to the point where it doesn't mean anything. There is no intimacy. It's just getting off. And I don't know if that's really where you want to be either. For me, that season of Mars going into the solar return in the 8th house, I wouldn't trade it for the world. It was wonderful. But at the same time, I'm enjoying this monogamous, intimate relationship on a very much different level. But what am I saying? I'm saying that in my own life, I was able to attract a committed relationship once I was open to just enjoying sex, period. And some of you Scorpio risers put too much pressure. You don't allow yourself. You're like, I got to be married first, or I got to be in a committed relationship. And I'm not downing that. But I'm saying with the next 7 months, Mars going into the 8th house of transformation, some of your transformation can really come from hookups, can come from hooking up, can come from passionate rendezvous. And if you're one of those Scorpio risers that has not had sex in several years, this is the time to get ready. And if you're one of those Scorpio risers like Jared, that ain't never been my problem. I've been swagging it from the day I was born, swagging it, swinging it. I'm going to say you better be careful because now you're going to be even extra sexual. And that can cause problems. Why? Because 8th houses also can create diseases. You don't want to get any STDs. You don't want to get any of that stuff. You don't want to get monkeypox or whatever other kind of poxes are out there. So be careful who you're poking. If you don't want the pox, be careful who you're poking. Make sure, no glove, no love. And also, if you're in a committed relationship and the sex is bad, you better talk to your partner. This is the time to heal your sex life. This is the time to bring passion back into the bedroom. And what will happen if you're a highly sexual person to begin with, you may very well be tempted to have affairs. So, and even if you're not highly sexual, this next 7 months may test your fidelity, may test your integrity, may test the areas of how committed you are to your partner. And no judgment here. I'm not judging you if you have an affair. That's not what I want to do. But I would tell you that secrets are also in that 8th house. So if you think you can get by with getting a little on the side and you're in a committed relationship, secrets are going to be exposed. This means even if you had an affair in the past, it could be exposed. Or if your partner's cheating on you, it very well could be revealed to you. 8th house is where secrets get revealed. Mars is our sexuality. Mars is the planet of sex, going into the house of sex, house of secret sex. So you could, like I said, have passionate secret affairs. Something about the affair is taboo. Maybe you're still in the closet, so you're a married man and you're hooking up with the guy, and that's taboo. Or maybe you're a Kruger, maybe you're a woman, and all of a sudden you're at work, you're high esteem, and now you're having sex with that intern, that 20-year-old hot stud. Who knows? Something about secret sex. It's always the forbidden fruit that looks most delicious, but right, it can poison you. So, you might be better off just pleasuring yourself than giving into temptation. And I just saying, now, once again, this is not me putting judgment. Maybe you're in a polyamorous relationship. Maybe you're single and you're ready to mingle. I'm just saying that with Mars in Gemini in the sidereal system, for all Scorpio risers, our 8th house is being activated. This can also help bring your soulmate. Why? Because, like I said, my soulmate came once I had healed my sexual issues. So some of you may have to take the pressure off of looking for a soulmate and just enjoy your sex life these next 7 months, and it may lead you to your soulmate. It may attract you. Maybe you're so dead down there that your soulmate wouldn't even be drawn. Why? Because soulmates... Yes, you can have a friend that's a soulmate. Yes, you can have a pet that's a soulmate. But a true mind, body, and soul a lot of times means a sexual union. A sexual union. Then there's nothing like it when you have sex with a soulmate where your mind, your heart, and your body are all one. It's cosmic energy. It's higher energy. It's deeper energy. It's phenomenal. It's very intimate. Very orgasmic. And if that's what you're wanting, you can have that. You can have wonderful orgasmic sex. You may even be able, if you're single, to attract that person that can bring that kind of deep, intimate bond sexually. But you're going to have to heal those sexual issues. You're going to have to transform your hang-ups. You're going to have to be open. So if you do got hang-ups about your sexuality, go see a psychiatrist. Go see a therapist. Go see a minister that's open-minded like me that can talk you through, whatever these hang-ups are. Be honest about what you want in your bedroom, right? Mars is passion. If there's something you want your partner to do, tell the partner, right? Please put your finger there. Please lick this. Please, let's try this. This is the time not to, be a fuddy-duddy. So, I'm going to tell you to go ahead and try playing around, bringing in whatever you think can heat up that bedroom. All right, everyone. I hope this has been good for you. And we will see. I got more comments. If you're a fat Scorpio riser and you're wanting to lose weight, I'm putting a video out after this on why many of us chunky Scorpios can slim down in these 7 months too. So subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell, put some comments, share the love, and we'll see you in the next video.